That's for the 12-year-olds at the front. There you go. I like to start with a tit shake. I just feel it relaxes people. It's lovely to be back up north. You won't believe it, I moved to London. I know, insane. But I'll tell you one thing, they love us northerners down there. They absolutely love us. Like, there's loads of us down there, but they still consider us a very exotic fruit. Honestly, we're actually taking over. They're worried about the Muslims, it's us with the plan. Honestly, they love us. I'm like educating Rita down there. I could murder somebody. They'd be like, oh, she's so cute. She probably didn't know where she was going with the knife. And every day, you know, they say, oh, I love the north. I love the north. Yet they never come to visit, do they? They will do, though. Because I don't know if you've heard, but Manchester has been declared the northern powerhouse. Exactly, yes. Basically, there'll be somebody in Bradford in a couple of years' time paying £800 for a cupboard, and they won't know why. I don't know if you've heard as well, we've got Media City now. Have you heard about this in Manchester? It's very exciting. Basically, well done he's been, well travelled, 40 minutes up the road, very well done. It's basically, because like Salford, where it is, Salford's a bit of a shithole, right? But it's fine. It's just your average sort of shithole, you know. There's certain things you expect to see, you know, like a man rollerblading past you on speed with no top on, you know. It's fine. So what they've built now, and you can walk for miles in Salford and only see like a business park and a dog shitting in a skip, you know. Yeah, so what they've done now is they've built Media City in the middle. It's fabulous, right? And you go down and there's a tiny little microcosm of the BBC, right? And then they've got a little bit of ITV, and it's full of confused-looking Londoners wandering around, going, wearing lanyards, going, but my life was going so well, what the fuck happened? Honestly, and you ask them a question, right, they always say the same thing. You could say, do you want milk in your tea? They go, I don't know, they just sent me here, I don't know when I'm going back. It's like a cult with a prezzo, it is. Luckily, though, us normal Salfordites are still running around in our pyjamas, so it's fine. My local chip is like the nightwear section of a Matalan catalogue. They do, though, in London. They love us. Every day they say to me, I love Northerners. I love Northerners. They're so friendly. We're not friendly, are we? We're just fucking nosy. I'll be honest, I went to London because I turned 30. Woo! I finally, thank you. She's turned 32. She's as depressed as I am. I have to say that I finally feel now at 30 like a very well-rounded and mature 21-year-old. Basically, I'm fucked. I still cross my fingers every time I go to the cash machine. I still piss in alleyways on the way home. I still buy more knickers than I wash. And all my friends now, you know, I'm 30, they're all settling down, you know, they're having babies, they're getting married, they keep buying houses, right? They keep inviting me now into the house, right, to look at the house, the baby and the partner in one terrifying clump, right? Do you know what they keep doing? They keep inviting me to the birthday parties of their babies. I've got to a point now, I'm very blunt, I just say, will there be gin? Is it the kind of children's party I can deep throat a kebab at the end of the night and lasso my knickers above my head? When they say, oh no, it's not that sort of party, I say, oh right, well you won't mind if I don't fucking come then. Do you know, one of my best friends had a baby boy on my birthday. I know, very selfish. And I called her up recently. I said, oh, we're going out for my birthday. She said, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't. I'm throwing him a surprise party. I said, he's one. You don't have to throw him a party to surprise him. Just pop up from behind a tea towel. It's the universal fucking signal for surprise, that, isn't it? I said, anyway, why is he having the big soiree? What's so special about him? What's he achieved with his fucking life? She said, oh, well, he is potty trained now, you know. I said, so am I. She said, not always. I said, that was one time. It was a Wetherspoons. It was a bad night. I do struggle with it, this whole monogamy thing. Everybody's having a go, aren't they? I don't understand it. Like, ultimately, what's the best that can come out of monogamy? You know, at best, you don't fucking hate that person in 10 years' time. At best, you're happy to end up in some sort of weird, sexless spoon on the couch like a pair of neutered house cats. Like these two. Yeah. Am I right? She's nodding. I mean, I love you basically means I'm ready for a joint Netflix account, doesn't it? I don't think I'm ready. I've got to be honest, I've just had a breakup, so I'm quite raw at the moment. I have just had a breakup. Thank you for your pity. The 12-year-old is trying to shag me. This is worrying. I just say this though, bless you, thank you. It is not, you know, you take attention from anywhere, to be honest. I've just had a breakup, and the worst thing about breakups is you always end up with the shittest of your friendship circle to be your spirit guide back, don't you? It's always the one who, after 2 bottles of wine at 2 a.m. will tell you why you're unlovable, you know? And now they don't even do that in person. They just whack you on Tinder and let every other fucker do it. That's a depressing forum, isn't it, Tinder? Welcome. You can now pick a partner the way you pick a pizza topping. My friends had me on all of them, mysinglefish.com, right? I was on every single one. I hated it. They even sent me traffic light dating. Has anybody been traffic light dating? No. All right, you smug lot. Obviously, you've not got a shit friend like mine. She told me we were being ironic. That was a lie. There's nothing ironic about it. When your friend says we're doing ironic speed dating, right? They're not, they're desperate. It's supposed to be this fun and funky new way to date, right? It's not fun and funky. It's just full of awkward-looking people in primary colours. It's awful. And you have to go as a traffic light colour, right? If you go as red, you're not available. What kind of cunt turns up to a singles night and says, without speaking, I'm loved, I'm sorry about you. If you go as amber, you're on the fence, right? You're unsure, okay? If you go as green, you're up for it. You're ready to move on. Don't go as green. I can tell you from experience, you'll end up at the bar alone while all the ambers have a fucking great time. After that, I said, I'm not doing this anymore to my friends. I said, I'm not doing this modern dating. I just want to do things the old-fashioned way. Just get hammered with somebody you don't fancy. Thank you. I like you. Clearly she's on it tonight. She's halfway there. Just get hammered with somebody you don't fancy, sleep with them anyway, and then let them slowly grow on you over time. Thank you very much. I've been Sophie Willan. You've been fabulous.